Всем привет! Это канал Осло Play. У нас 10-я часть прохождения игры Avowed, которая уже давным-давно всеми пройдена, никому не интересно, а мне по кайфу, а я играю. Прошлая серия вышла совсем коротенькая для меня. Всего-то 2 часика поиграл. Зато душевненько с другом пообщались в это время, что тоже приятно было. Сегодня у нас продолжается все это действие. Мы идем в сад. Мы идем в сад. Так, и еще я хотел проверить. Да. По поводу картографирования. Ну-ка. Нету, да? Я прочитал в интернете, что если нету значка маркера направления, то квест типа проходить не стоит, он появится позже. Ну так вот, идем в сад на Кукубель. Погнали. Мы помним. Ну, молодцы, да. Они любили, и мы любили в ответ. Ой, да, были времена. Вроде как. Вот. Убить. Так. На заднем плане кот орет. Люди какие-то ходят. Надо было, наверное, оружие улучшить. Ну да ладно. Кто мешает мне будет? Она мне девчонок. Получишь. Классно. Возьмем такую хорошую собаку. Угу. Мило. Оу. Ладно.
Look at that artwork. What else might be here?
Да, нихера. Так, тут нет. Очередной огромный храм. Сердце Кида, наши вены пульсируют, ты близко. Посмотрим, как мы близко. Ладно, просто так говоришь. О, девочка. Так. Все заросло, да? Не стоит уходить с основного маршрута. Оттуда мы пришли.
The brambles.
An intruder comes.
That's a ghost. That's an Akedan ghost.
You don't belong here. Why have you come?
Да если б я знал.
What business do you have in this place? Tell me before I strike you down. And the gardener. Of course, they'd seek more souls to help them.
The gardener. That must be how the ancient Akedans referred to their god. To stop it all.
I am Lumena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akita and the living lands.
Кот, чё орёшь?
They came swarming,
Good God.
relentless, these juggernauts. So many
Иди
they
сюда.
stole the heat from the
Чё ты там
stars.
орёшь? Иди туда, Рик.
They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our king.
Чё лапа холодная
And the
всё?
sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Mad Folk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. We would have offered them everything, just to save some piece of us. But they did not speak. The Deathbringers were only there for the slaughter. Our worlds were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akida, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records, no histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. The memory, it scorches our wounds. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The gardener quickens.
Момент.
This hastens our fears.
Мне коты привет оставили. Я сейчас задохнусь, если не уберу это все. Так. Да. Еще одна радость жизни с котами.
The gardener was afraid, yes. They were terrified. That was all they saw. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akita wants more slaughter still. So our gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
Wait. They know. They understand. Why do they hinder you?
When the gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials.
Ну, разумеется, просто так мне никто не поверит.
Survive these trials, and you will know the way to the garden. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face
Давай,
the
погнали.
second. You saw. Yes, she was tested. She was trained to build and lead. But she fell, as did all the cities of my people when the Magfolk came. Go now. Your trials begin.
Understudies, we just spoke to an ancient Akedan.
Не разделяю твой восторг, потому что нам сейчас из-за этого драться.
Get off me!
What's your right?
Away with you!
Чего? Господи. Где там спрятался? М? Спрятался, я говорю. За что его залез? Чуть недовольно что-то рассказывал.
I think I got bone dust in my fur.
Who's next? Anyone?
That ghost called you a Tibaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akita called their
Куда ты?
godlike.
Уйди оттуда! Сука такая. Чего такой? На стол залез. Говнюк, блин. Чё? Тут можно вниз? Мне кажется, мы так пешком идем. Что быть не надо. Чего ты? Чего ты бежишь?
It's easy when you do it.
Enemy to
Падай давай, ты чё? А ты чё стал? 20 уровень. Кайф. Так, по-моему, криты могу себе взять. Компаньонов могу улучшить, да? Ну как, так пускай будет. Садука. Это меч хороший. Наверх мне никогда. Ладно. Вот тут есть еще одни пути.
Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
They're gathering their strength. We should consider.
В чем смысл был? Я бы сюда и так попал. Ладно.
Watch your back! Dodge this! Heal yourself, quick!
Чё, хивочки не будет? Спасибо. Ты ж собака какая, а? Как меня бесите. Каменный самый, блядь, противный. Самый жесткий. Кто там встал? А, ну, видимо, это было все испытание. Вот эта дырочка идет. Или они туда выползли. Реально странно. Ну, будем считать, что прошел.
That's the last. So much for the first trial. On to the second.
Ну, я прошел, что дальше?
Another stranger. You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me your mind. Tell me what rides in it. The Magfolk sought the gardener too, and our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk knew, and they broke the world to keep themselves safe. The waters boiled, the land opened, the rivers rose, and we drowned.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How could... did we do this? We bleed, they bleed, the Magfolk strike. How could we pierce the vein? We cannot, we writhe. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us when the Magfolk.
Кошмар какой.
They did what they thought was best, yes. Our gardener never asks. They only act. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. Show me how clever you are. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Whatever gets us answers must
Еще
be
одно
worth it,
испытание.
right?
A trial of the mind. I wonder if there's a clever trick to it.
Вообще ничего. Ну. Куда это? Куда на этот раз?
Oh, this find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash.
Ну ладно. Я что-то бегу, еще так думаю, блин, что-то простенько. Я думал, надо будет прыгнуть, и все будет хорошо.
Now just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash.
Идет. Угу. Так.
These ghosts aren't very helpful.
The dead should not keep secrets, unless they resent the living.
Perhaps they're just unused to visitors. Surely
Ну, здорово. Скрызнул. Стоп. Это было больно. Так, девчонки, бью.
those flame traps are the worst. I've lost so many houses to them. This just seems unfair.
Ай. Очень странное построение уровня. Меня просто перевели из закрытой локации в другую локацию, чтобы потом вернуться в ту же локацию. Потому что там не было чего. Так, какие очки способностей? О чем речь? Еще одно очко способностей. Я же вроде потратил. Теперь по 2 дают.
The Echidns are being less welcome.
What did you expect? They're dead.
They must be trying to protect their gardener. Still, this feels hostile.
Don't worry. We're getting answers. With or without their help.
Кстати, вот подумал, я ведь не видел ни одного уникального лука в игре. Пушки видел.
Looks like a list of building materials. For Nakukubel itself. Third time's the charm. Another door is revealed.
Куда он теперь? Сюда.
But you are an outlaw. Somehow
Ну а ты у нас кто?
proven to have strength and wit. We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We cannot risk you causing another calamity. You know of this. Imana's brethren were mistaken. But we would know what's best for our gardener. We understand what they are. No more words. You have not earned the right. Finish your last trial.
Ну, конечно.
You come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions. Go.
Мило.
The living should not heed the advice of the dead.
Of course, these trials require a leap of faith.
Ну а чё? Полетели.
You bear our gardener's mark.
The gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you
Поменьше
truly
пафоса,
seek
а,
in
ребят?
our God?
This is construction crew had all kinds of fun.
How, Outlander?
The fur on the back of my neck is standing up.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen, but your journey ends here.
Soil hardens. Hesitation. Why do we smell fear?
Не знаю, почему ты чувствуешь страх. Я не чувствую
Here to
страх.
be found. Why?
У меня вообще все
Why
прекрасно.
will they not free us?
This is
Может, потому что ты их всех убила?
we cannot risk you provoking the Gardener and causing another calamity.
Be that as it may, we still won't risk another. You must perish, Outlander.
We will not have the Gardener break this land again. You cannot convince us otherwise.
Accusations like water. We do not recognize our face. The ripples break. What do they hide from us? Why do they turn away?
Now, lay your life down. We will all rest quietly. The Gardener will not be disturbed.
How do I know you will not lead them astray? You are lost already to them. How could you lead them anywhere? To arms, Outlander.
Ну ладно. Почему я горю?
The envoy needs healing. The envoy needs healing.
Ну, все-таки не достал.
Anyone else want to
prize on the table over there. Let's take a look, shall we? Wow. I've never seen an Akedan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Closer. We must speak of this.
A map? I can't believe it survived all these years. Just waiting for the right hands to pick it up again.
Don't rush me, dearie. Akedan isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. I need time to translate.
Да. Ну, пойдем поговорим с Адрой. Может, ничего же вроде нету здесь. А вроде ничего.
Envoy, your god wants a chat.
Come. We yearn for answers.
Погодь. Интересно же, может, вы еще что-то здесь.
You are
Ну, это,
here.
конечно, из страхолюдин.
You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Jabari Sinakis, they turn from you. How can this be? Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. Ungrateful! They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them. We were theirs, and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We did not choose this. We did not want this. The earth shook. The waters rose. We will not remember. We do not hide. Lies. The rot twists our memories, splinters them. Reflections in a night-swallowed lake. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. Not our fault. We did not will this. We did not do this. We tried. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power. We will show you our favor. Wait. An intruder. The piercing light. She draws near. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. Gods, bringer of the fire. Oh, it burns. She comes to trap us. Out! Send her out! Set us free!
Ну, конечно.
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? What did you do?
While you were unconscious, the Adra pillar was not. A great deal of energy passed through it, to parts unknown.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened would stop it all? Once we get past all these dream thralls, I'll be excited to see what scares a god. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Gallowayne's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
We should talk to Marius. He knows the tusks better than anyone. Until then, we must ready ourselves for a fight.
Опять тот.
Big mistake! Much as I hate to leave, let's get out of here before I'm on your left, dear!
Another soul for the wheel!
Ну тут бесконечная драка, интересно. Они прям как будто прибывают и прибывают. Как будто да, как будто они тут бесконечно. Ну да, если это бесконечно, все, то какой смысл? Просто драться бессмысленно, неинтересно. Но режиссура момента так себе, если честно. Вот это вот нападение бесконечных врагов, что-то шляпа. Не знаю, как будто я чего-то другого ожидал, что ли. А, тут я был. Да. Угу. Сюда надо уходить. Что, да? Да. Чуть не прыгнул.
You insist.
Хорошо.
I was worried for a second.
А, куда дорога ведет? Где выход-то, блин? Еще не видно ничего-то. Что-то вообще не вспоминается. Так, туда, да. А что за огонь? Да ты, господи, поднимайся. Что опять с управлением?
I let you have that one.
Стальная огород уже пришла. Отлично.
before you worsen the situation.
Ruins are overgrown with... Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for. Because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison that spread to Fior Messiverno, and even now rots the city from within.
The only poison I see here is you. And I would love nothing more than to purge you from the living lands.
Charming. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. Defending a dying settlement is not a kindness. It only prolongs the suffering.
We taught the Steel Garrote a lesson in Emerald Stair. Perhaps you need a reminder.
Our time of reckoning will come. I've been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the Burned Queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring? Different wars on the same battlefield. There are two plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain.
We may not burn out the Dream Scourge here, but we can burn out its symptoms and take the fight to your patron.
Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living
Это я тебе
lands.
рассказал. Причем тут
Another
руины?
reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far.
I do love it when people choose to listen to reason. I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand.
This should be amusing.
I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me. Yes, honestly, it's quite simple. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the Dream-Scourged essence and halt the creation of new Dream Thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. It's also what you may call a large one. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence, which, well, will result in a few deaths.
A few deaths? What about Polici? And the other Furians? And Polici?
Gods, you're right.
A gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's dream to carry them to the Garden of Night. feel no pain.
A few dozen people may die. Possibly 100 or so in the more dire scenarios. There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
Raingrim is one of the smartest people alive. If she says this is the way, it's hard to argue. No matter how much we might want to.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
А чё бы и нет.
She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what? Not even to destroy the Dream Scourge. Merely to slow it down.
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more. It's simple. Ludwig's solution will kill Dream Thralls, but not eradicate the plague itself. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue indefinitely.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. And neither do you. Envoy, I want to show you something. I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. An avowed servant of a higher power, much like you.
She's a death guard, obviously. One of nature's little mistakes. Too dead to live. Too stubborn to die.
Silence. The mask is my true face. My covenant with my goddess. The obligation I chose. And what makes you so sure the decision is truly yours? Sapadal has been whispering in your ear, guiding you, influencing you. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
What an amateur. She accuses Sapadal of what she intends to inflict on you. Don't fall for it.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both options will bring harm. The question is, which will bring more good? Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the statue it couldn't repair. Remember the lesson I tried to teach you. None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose, Envoy. Destroy the ruins and the Dream Thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp, with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Good people die either way. But severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
Breaking the Adra is a bold choice. But it's such a terrible cost. If only we had time to do it with some finesse. But Quilichi... Gods. If there's even a chance he could... No, I can't think of that right now.
Да он уже
Again,
пожил
it's not as
нормально
if I
еще.
trust Ludwig. The dead have no right to choose for the living. I'm at a loss. Whatever you do, make sure you believe in it. Because there's no going back.
What a relief. You really scared me there, Envoy.
I don't like our options, but maybe we can learn something from this one. Let's just hope Quilichi is alright.
So be it. Sapadal's hold on you is strong.
Ой, отстань вообще, а.
Prune, strengthen the living leaves. We twine.
Attune your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. You're the only one who can do that part. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this. Marinzoth Clathan, Ed Marslante. I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. Another god. There are so many. If a new one is more aberrant than another, does it really matter? But that is for you to wrestle with. I'm done here. However, I have one final question for your young wizard.
For... me?
You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping, and rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? You want me to... Wow. That would be... amazing! But, I have to think about it. At the very least, the Envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is... tempting.
I very rarely take on an apprentice, and I have near infinite patience. The offer will stand. Don't worry. My work will still be here when you're done with your godlike's quest. Whatever you decide, It will be some months before I'm apart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
What is done is done. Do not waste your breath justifying it to me. Countless innocent lives cut short, even my own soldiers. And for what? Make no mistake. There will be a reckoning for the chaos you unleashed here. At least now I have a better idea of who is pulling your strings. It frightens me how well they've convinced you. Envoy, need I remind you why the Emperor sent you? To burn out a threat at any cost. To impose order where chaos reigns. If you and Heelgard are too spineless to remember your allegiance, I'll have to finish the job myself. All I wanted to do was protect Shatterscarp. Give it the chance that Fior Messiverno did not have. Unusual, isn't it? How you spared one settlement and condemned another. Not fast enough to outpace what is coming for them.
You underestimated us from the beginning. It was a mistake then, and it is a mistake now.
A word of warning, Envoy. You and I are running out of opportunities to save the living lands from itself. I allowed you to dictate the terms of this meeting. I won't make that mistake twice. Your impudence has been noted. Until next time, Envoy.
What a vile, intolerant creature.
С улицы зайдем. Да, блять. Першит в горле ужасно. И кашляю.
How do you feel about poetry?
Poetry? Why the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Did you hear about Naguno? They found him dead in the lighthouse.
The old guy from the swordfish? No kidding.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Damn. Wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet it was spies that got him.
Tyrion spies?
Did he ever tell you how they almost made him a slave?
He knew too much.
They've got little birdies everywhere.
Все-таки прирезали вон капитана.
Three dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Bullshit. There was always another option. Something better than this massacre. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for? The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with Third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight, Envoy.
Да, божечки. Но учитывая, как мало здесь даже не NPC, а просто статичных персонажей, вообще не сильно переживается на самом деле вот это вот все. Просто чисто внешне не изменилось вообще ни хера. Разве нет? Как не было никого, так и нету никого. Это жива. Так тут и было тихо. Не знаю, шляпа какая-то. Я думал, наоборот, он оценит. Учитывая, как дохера народу умирало. Пока мы не пришли. Тут же тоже пачками они все дохли. Ой, там еще от этого, от моего рабоглазика будет проблемно. Так, что у тебя тут есть? Ну да ладно. Не думаю, что они прям так сильно будут убиваться.
monster who got us kicked out of third board.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer fellow, apparently.
What do you have against honest businessmen? You can't fast-talk me, you fiend. I demand compensation.
I know you're upset, Tycho, but they seem like they're really strong.
Jeez, please don't undermine me in front of them. You have to make things right by me. By us, I mean. Don't try to play games with us. We can take you.
But can you take all three of us? Are you so desperate for the answer that you'll stake your life on it?
Tycho, this might be a bad idea. I mean, I'm good with the blade on dead targets, but...
You two? Fine. That kind of takes the wind out of my sails.
Thank you. I'm glad today didn't end in bloodshed.
Maybe the next time we all meet, we can just have a lovely drink, or I can dissect you. Either one.
Don't promise me a good time, dearie.
Well, go on, get out of here, before I change my mind. And if we ever do meet again, well, you can forget about that discount.
Нахер ты не нужен?
Tamershi sent word. She said you can go. I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't have much more to say. You were responsible for all this death. But I hope you don't end up the same way too. Safe travels to you.
Да, да. Я плохой и ужасный.
We need to talk.
Ну, конечно.
You let a mad archmage unleash death with a spell. I need to know why. So because you don't trust her, you'll throw your lot in with something clearly worse?
You saw what she tried to do to my home. Do you think she'll be merciful to yours?
Ludwig's a monster. But how can you say Ringram's any less of one?
Ringrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than we do, and we know more than most others do. She found a great solution, but it came with a great cost. What more could we expect?
Do you hear yourself? You both saw what kind of person she is. The twisted little world she built for herself. If ending the Dream Scourge means handing our fate to someone like her, then perhaps it's not worth the cost.
Kai, let's be honest. None of us are walking away from this with a clean conscience. But unless someone makes the tough decisions, the Dream Scourge will kill us all. Or worse. That means living with our nightmares. Embracing them if we must.
Right. Getting killed by monsters is one thing, but turning into one...
We stand here bickering while the solution is just over the horizon. Nothing matters but the garden. Shatterscarp, even Emerald Stair. They're distractions by comparison.
If we run into Ludwig out there, it's gonna be ugly.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin Ludwig's day.
I'll say this much for the Inquisitor. She's stubborn, like a rat. We've thwarted her twice now. She keeps burrowing deeper into the living lands.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read? My vote's on a pack of small enthusiastic dogs. Wait, was that an if?
Well, the joke's on her in any case. Ludwig won't get very far without that map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power, but we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
That's just a pile of Sokka. Oh, now you're listening to me, all of a Sokka sup sudden. You won't find a blessed thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will. I don't know, Nimdut. I do know whatever I come up with is better than do whatever the voice in my head tells me to do. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Some things really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what. I hope so. One of us should talk to him. If something's eating at him, I don't like leaving him to his thoughts.
Да, конечно, опять поговорить нужно.
Hopefully Marius will be okay soon.
Только этот хуй ничего не хочет мне рассказывать.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. I just hope we made the right decision. Those ruins are priceless, and I truly look forward to exploring them again in the future, but I don't know that I'll ever truly accept what we did. What I did. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though... I know. We've seen enough pain caused by the Dream Scourge. Things have been... unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Akedans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers. I imagine some things were lost in translation. People have evolved in many ways since then, including linguistically. Give me time, and I'll absolutely impress you with their responses. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier? Fascinating. I can't imagine what it was like to grow up a godlike with no god. I'm glad you got answers, sweetheart. Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details. I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her? She even offered to make me her apprentice. You can always improve, especially when your teacher is an expert. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Huntress titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fior. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now. Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do? Oh, darling. Don't you know that I'll do what I want, no matter what anyone thinks? I just wish to ask a friend his opinion. Now, come on. Answer the question. What would you do? True. No one else is exactly excited to pick up that torch. One day, I could even have an entire treatise, so that their story lives on, long after me. Or maybe I'll get my own apprentice. Leave them to do the tedious writing while I do all the fun stuff. Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me.
Ну что-то насупился
I know
гном.
what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down and think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. I don't... Right, I guess I was. I just really don't want to go. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat, my ears ring, I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. How much do you really know about Adra? Among other things, Adra is a physical manifestation of a metaphysical phenomenon. A mineral that takes our souls from death to rebirth. We severed the Adra and Naku Kubel to slow down the Dream Scourge. But at what cost? That would be putting it lightly. The souls of the dead who go looking for a passage to the beyond will have nowhere to go. They'll be lost in darkness. Some will find their way to an Adra pillar, far from Shatterscarp. But others could wander this land for centuries. Possibly. Probably. Eventually. Try as we might to help others, we won't always succeed. Even the dead can suffer the consequences of our actions. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves. No, I haven't. And yes, I should know better. A good night's rest would fix my head, but can't fix the world we live in. Maybe it's fine if they're both broken. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? But what about you, her kinsman? When you rejected Ludwig's offer, she wasn't surprised. As though she saw it coming. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I. You too.
What do you need? Let's make sure. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley. I don't trust her any further than I could throw her, which honestly isn't that far. She actually goes down into these ruins on purpose, just to see what's down there, I guess? And now she's trying to lead us to the garden. Might as well be searching for WoW's wacky wagon of mysteries. Nah, I'm sure she knows what she's doing, but what if she doesn't? You too.
Ну все, сяд. Я тебе теперь улучшить меч. Мне нужен кусок живого железа и пещерный коралл. Угу. Пока особо ничего не улучшил. Что же. Пойдем. Да. И вот мы опять в какой-то дерьме.
Does this amuse you, seeing your kin caged like beasts?
No true kin would desert Solace. All we have are our oaths to Nandru, and you broke them.
Ah, so they're not just rude to outsiders, then?
The damn oaths again. You might as well be the one in chains. Our founder, Nandru, didn't intend for his people to starve. I'd bet you my kidneys he didn't build Solace Keep so we can die of starvation in it. No, he would have wanted us to live.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm getting too hungry to even think.
What's going on here is Pargrunen business. Stay out of it, Outlander.
Yeah, don't need a blessed outsider pretending they know anything. Move along.
Can't imagine why you even set foot here. These are Pargrunen lands, last I checked.
Meaning mind your tongue and your judgment while you're here, outsider. These folk have done much to deserve their cages. Strange that you think we'd care about your opinion. Saka, get out of here.
And you assholes need to feed us.
There's no food. We barely have decent meals ourselves. Why waste any of it on people who won't stay and fight?
Saka, don't tell the outsider that. These bastards wanted to abandon the keep. Saka, you're right. We'll share some of our rations. Do you want anything else? I'm sick of looking at you.
Fine. Anything to be done looking at you. Follow the main road north and then east. You'll find some dirt paths to follow after you hit the cliffs. Now mind your business.
Спасибо. Тут огромные жуки, да? Тут у нас место для лагеря сразу давайте отметим. Мало ли понадобится. И что у нас в окрестностях? Сразу какие-то развалины стоят уже. А что бы не залезть, а что бы посмотреть. Звучит, если честно. По крайней мере, дохнут они быстро. Делаю. Надо по заданию пойти.
Disgusting, but fascinating.
Да, ни хрена себе текучий. Да, блять, не успел. Не успел нажать лечилку. Только об этом подумал и сразу сдох. Что-то жуков, если честно, прям дохерища. Кстати. Еще какие-то загадки есть, видимо. Я не обратил внимания. Но только чем его активировать? Может, еще придумаю. Пока надо жучару загасить.
Can we finish here? Quickly, before I lose my lunch.
Never thought I'd miss Emerald Stair. Let's finish this.
Пошел, да? Вроде я вообще даже не близок был. Или мне показалось, вроде подхилялся. А чё это меня так быстро закусали? Да, ну-ка, с 2 ударов меня получается, да? Я сейчас по записи посмотрел, у меня тут на втором мониторе идет трансляция. Получается кусь-кусь-кусь, и все, я кончился. Так это не прикольно вообще.
disgusting, but fascinating.
We've got company.
Beyond seek.
Охренеть. Уже? Какое что мерзко. Срочно, Хью, срочно.
Come on! Come on! Enemy to the right!
И отходим. Девки, ко мне.
Seek.
Slow down, Fury.
Seek. Beyond seek.
Угу, не подходит, да?
Beyond seek. Seek.
Что-то прям давно я не умирал тут, а тут 3 раза подряд. Жозенько. Заранее жозенько.
Seek.
Сразу 21 уровень, да? Че это так, совпало или чё?
That's done. Look, it's hard.
Ну ладно, забрал. Что тут есть еще интересно? Угу. Вулканчики. Мила. Как-то тут все так серьезно уже. Прям совсем такие. Ух. Ага, вода ядовитая.
Looks like this place was abandoned recently.
What sort of expedition chooses to cross a valley full of lava?
Угу. Ничего не понятно. Если честно, не то, что прям сильно интересно. Ну, типа, ладно.
Whoa there. See the mud? These are wagon tracks.
А где это у нас? Ох, хрен его знает. Я этого места еще не видел. Где-то в той стороне вроде.
Another hunt, another meal for all of us. I wonder if it'll taste any...
Something must have killed everyone down in Shatterscar.
Сторожевая башня у вас такая. Лады. Впечатляет писать.
Envoy this, envoy that. Don't see why that matters when we're so near to starving.
И снова, чуваки, у меня провизии с собой. Ну, хоть пожрали бы, конечно, но я не дам. Я такой вот человек, получается. Бля, что там на горизонте-то происходит, а? Ладно. Все это интересно. Но я что-то тут пока не встречаю каких-то таких вот. Кстати, вот карта. Сокровищное это место показывает. Сейчас завернем налево, попробуем найти сокровище.
These tracks lead off the main road. Might as well see where they go.
Да, проверим, подожди. Что-то все мертвые, да? Вообще все. Ай, хилки. Ферма закрыта, да? Вообще странно, вулканическая почва, по идее, наоборот, должна быть очень плодородной. Она полна микроэлементов, минералов. Надо с ней, конечно, подрабатывать. Обычно она слишком кислена, если я правильно помню. Но в целом должно быть как будто бы наоборот хорошо с плодородием все. Что с ногой-то, блядь, теперь? Проклятая старость. Встаньте. Не хочу я драться. Так. А карта мне показывает. Они справятся. Карта... А, у меня же еще уровень, точно. Так, расчистка. Опасный вихрь. Это пассивная или активная способность? Пассивная. Берем. Хорошо, еще хотел посмотреть, что мне тут нападало. Угу. Скорее где-то тут. Что-то я не уверен. Это должно выглядеть.
We'll get them next time, dear.
Или тут. Или все-таки ближе к тому. Странно. Непонятно. Ну тут вроде бы и нет ничего, да? Ощущение где-то вот в этой области. Возле фермы, что ли. При этом как-то и не похоже на это. Непонятное. Телевизор сейчас выключится. Да, думаю, вот на этом холме, который перед нами. Или что это, или скала это. Может, сверху вход? Давай не будем падать вниз, а. Ладно, потом посмотрим. Место там примерно нашли. Примерно вот в этой скале где-то. Блядь. Ну вы не прикольные чуваки. Больно. Больно, скорее, неприятно.
Well done.
Отлично. Имя, конечно, у нее тоже такое звучит. Яхтли. Вот эта вот штука вдалеке, она прям очень похожа на то, что там что-то, блядь, божественное, что-то там таинственное, что-то спрятано. Вулкан, блин. Рядышком слабодействующий. Так, а меня сейчас трахнут. Жестоко трахнут.
Watch your right. Quick as a fox.
Что это за ферма вообще? Так, перерыв небольшой, извините. А что, мне игра завис? Джойстик завис? Что происходит? Блять. Чё, угадайте, гасили бы этих саурипов, у них вон жратвы полно. Какого не убьешь? Ну, обязательно картошка выпадет, еще что-нибудь.
Another soul for the wheel.
I'm no tracker, but these look like wagon tracks heading due east.
And judging by those tracks, the wagon had a worryingly large friend.
To help you.
Traveler, what business have you here with me?
Looks like we found a survivor. Be nice to the ogre. See if we can keep her alive.
Well, what is it? You and I are talking. A rare luxury for one of my kind, I found. Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk. Because I need someone to listen. To simply listen before they lash out at me with fury and hate.
A creature wounded. It howls and beats its chest against its fate, and still Kith hear cries of a monster. We understand.
Will you listen? I am ill. I am dying. But I am not beyond hope. Not if I can get a cure for my molder lung in time.
Oh, please don't.
I'd ask you to think of Gilleen before you do. You will. I am glad that... I am glad you will help. I apologize. My breath left me for a moment. What I need is this. Gilleen said the caravan carried a book. One with a recipe that should cure my condition. Bring me the cure. When you do, I shall let Gilleen go free. Is that so? Very well. You may speak to Gilleen if she can be of any use. We will be here waiting.
Please, hurry. Just find whatever he needs and get me out of here. Sure. I don't really know this place, but I'll do anything I can. The Warden Tower. We sold them some. They should have plenty to spare. It grows on trees with red leaves, right? We passed a few of them on the road here. Try near the Warden Tower. Oh, not much. We avoided them. But they're... It grows on trees with red leaves, right? Keep quiet.
Another soul for the wheel.
I was worried for a second.
Radut, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Malian outsiders. Ray still begs me to search for the missing Adiran merchant convoy. But we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
This can't last.
Oh, what a large tower. Do you think the Watchers are compensating for something?
Старые добрые шутки про размеры и компенсацию.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Bates turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly? Gods. Well, at least we're safe here. And better off, I think, for having you here. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless. I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here.
Founder of Solace Keep. They have a statue of him there. You both share similar features around the face, huh?
Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the Beetles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zorips, or the Dream Scourge, or fucking Amalia. I don't know what there is to do. The Beetles and Zorips come back faster than we can cut them down, and Amalia... Gods, where do I even start? She and I used to command this tower in turn. I and my wardens kept watch while she and hers rested in the keep. And so too the reverse. Until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave. Because life in the tower is torture. We're low on supplies. The Waste are leaning against us. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her warden spoke of mutiny. And after that, well, fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the wastes. The main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath, and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine. To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters. Should we die with an oath unfulfilled, our spirits will linger until another of our wardens sees it completed. And if one of our own breaks an oath, it is a death sentence. All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes, I don't see how we can talk anymore. But would you be willing to talk to her? You are an envoy, after all. I'm sure you've diffused more complicated situations. I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the Tusks. She has no duty out there. Nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate. But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging me. If you see Amalia or any of her camps, I hope you can get through to them.
I wonder when we'll get back to the keep.
Why?
If it's true what they say about Shatterscarp, I better eat faster.
По старой традиции, я у голодающих забираю всю еду, которую могу найти. Потому что такая тут игра. Мог бы им помочь, но этого не предусмотрено. Уверен, они мне все благодарны.
Ah, this tower has gone downhill, hasn't it?
Try to breathe. Please, just try to breathe. It's okay. I'm here.
Все-таки странно, почему я не вижу ни одного уникального лука. Только вариации качества. Сейчас уже ближе к концу игры, как будто бы уже и поздно его давать. Хотя мечей тоже там не сильно много видел. Уникальных. 2. Один мой. Один вот. Который. Ну, тоже мой, но другой. Это его, по-моему, выкупил, если не ошибаюсь.
Wineries to the north. Beware bandits and outcasts along the paths.
Так, ну значит ключ от хранилища я получу, когда этот квест пройду. Я так понимаю. Ладно, пойду договариваться с Амалией. Сейчас Огру помогу и к ней. Посмотрим, что она хочет. Ну и перебью в крайнем случае. Я тоже умею.
I heard that too. Captain Radut says he has it under control.
Hey, I might have something for you, envoy.
Давай.
If you're buying, I'm selling. I'm not quite sure what you're holding there. But if anyone can help you, it's Forge Master Della. You can find them in the forge in Solace Keep. If they'll let you inside. Ugh.
I know you're having fun, but
Средний доспех. Вычет урона. Минус 3 к помощному урону, 20% к резвости. Жестокий приказ. Палочка волшебная, да? Да. Угу.
Hey, I might have something for you, envoy.
Да, вот слушайте. Теперь что-то, что может меня заинтересовать. Ну, все, что могло меня заинтересовать, я уже купил. Так что больше меня ничего не заинтересует. А значит, это все вранье. Хочу огра себе. Чтобы у меня в отряде был огр. Не знаю зачем, но надо.
So you've come back. Have you brought what I require? Yes. I can work with all of this. The new dwarf.
I'm going back. Thank you so. Be well now.
Да.
Thank you, Galeen. It is more, perhaps, than I deserve. I bid you leave me to my rest now, traveler. Allow me to gather my strength again in peace.
We made a friend. Today is a good day.
Hopefully he'll remember how helpful we were next time we see him.
Угу. Ну и все, наверное. Пойдем отсюда. Так, что у нас еще тут рядом есть? Пропавший экспедиционный отряд же, точно. Ну, что-то начал этот квест, не закончил. Это, по-моему, как раз там, где с жуками, да? Ну ладно, пробежимся сейчас. Но куча всего, что нужно еще успеть сделать тут. Тут что-то прям совсем не густо с мирными жителями. Квесты есть кому подавать, хотя бы так.
Half of Shatter's guard died just like that.
Что за тусня?
Coming from the left. Come on, come on!
Ладно, он бы справился. Не такая уж ты и сильная, чтобы так ему кричать. Так, повыше надо залезть. похрупывает, жаркое, как будто, знаешь, какое-то варится. А, значит, все-таки так.
Well, time to find another way across.
Ладно, будем считать, что тут успех. Успешно отправился. Дремлющие поля. Ну что, симпатично. Там же вулкан, да, там, наверное, воняет сероводородом.
How is this our fault? We've lived here for centuries.
The mountain screams, the distant island wails, and you know nothing of it. Stay back, creatures of flesh and fur and bone. You follow one another into the snare.
Abaddon's hammer. Did Gabral send you? You've got to get us out of here. The only snare is the one these creatures sprang on us. We discovered when we arrived that something had fouled the water we're supposed to route to Salas.
Do you understand so little? You awoke an ancient presence with your digging and delving. It waits in the ruins, among the bones of the dead. The land fights back against it, curdling the water.
I've seen this before. Nature twisting itself to fight off intruders, corrupting the land and water.
Better than allowing a parasite to thrive. How short your memories are. This land did not roar and tremble before the abominations came. Ash and Scree was once soil, rich and fertile.
Terraced with greenery and life, we remember.
What are you talking about? That volcano has shadowed the tusks since the first Pagrun set foot here.
But the Pargrunin weren't the first to live here. You're speaking of the Godless, aren't you?
A history as indelible as the rings of a tree. At least some among you remember.
We feel a presence. It rises like bile in our throat. We fear it.
But burrowing worms clog the ears of these fools. I warn them, and they hear nothing. What is this madness? You bear the mark of this land in the ridges of your flesh and the rings of your soul. Surely you must know better. There is wisdom in your words. I would not condemn the life that clings to this place for the sake of these dwarves. Very well. Still that foul presence, and let the waters flow sweet and clear once more. Clear the old one's water roads to slake this parched land. Do this, and I shall release these vermin to scurry back to their nest.
Как уровни-то начали сыпать, а? Пойдем дадим кому-нибудь пиздюлявой.
The water is filthy. You'll catch your death if you dip in that.
You'll seek. You'll seek.
That'll show 'em.
Ну, пока нормально. Пока я бы не сказал, что сложно что-то происходит тут. Отравили, это, конечно, неприятно, но... А почему сюда идет проход? Я тут что-то не вижу. Что-то еще есть? Пойду куда нету. Нету ни хрена. Просто спрятано. Зачем-то место. Окей. Ой, еще грибочки. Пульный разрыватель. Разрывателечка. Так, кто такой плохой тут может тусить? Я пока только грибы вижу. Слушай, мега гриб. Гори. Ебать. Сука, я даже не заметил нихуя, что можно упасть. Я не видел, что там есть пропасть. Несправедливо. Сейчас кое-что сделаем. И продолжим. Так. Пока поставим грузиться. Сконвертировалась. 9-я часть. Пускай пока подгружается. Так. Ведь неведомую херовину, да? Пойдем убьем неведомую херовину. Ценного ничего нету, мы просто идем дальше. Угу.